Win every time my ass! This is obsolete. This information is obsolete. God damn it. Start the show. Obsolete information. But it's still a good movie prop. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears, healthy snack, celery. It's pretty good. Coffee first. Nice. That's a good cup of coffee. In my new mug, in my horror movie mug, you got Randall. I don't know if you've seen this yet. So you've got, what is this? The Exorcist. And then you move. Who is that? Is that Lord Randall? That is Lord Randall. In the sky. And then you have terrified Fears Man. Yeah, dude. Now we're talking. It's pretty good. Pretty good, my friend. I love it. I got my if it bleeds, we can kill it. That's right. All right. Well, guys, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing awesome. I hope you are doing fantastic. Today's thumbnail, I put on there, it says best mom, because I have, without a doubt, the best mom on the entire planet. Helen Fears. Show her some love. Say what's up, because tomorrow is her birthday. So, in honor of my mom called me about an hour ago and said, hey, John, I finally got my gift. Well, the first part of the gift, because they said it's going to take about a week or two to make her special gift that I pre-ordered. So, yeah. So, I said, Mom, that's the first part of your gift. That's the first part. And I said, the second part is on the way. So yeah, big shout out to my friend Exhumed Visions for giving me the idea for gift part dosage. So that's right. So that's coming. That's on the way. They said it would take about a week or two. So I was like, that's not a problem. I said so I got my mom tons of goodies. I got her some chocolates. I got her some gardening tools. I got her some goodies. Anyway, tomorrow is her birthday. So when I was on the phone with my mom, I was like, hey Mom, happy pre-birthday. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. Best son ever. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, now we're talking. I cannot wait to see my brother, Enzo, my mom, little Shelton. Finally get to meet him. I cannot wait to see my family in August. It's going to be good times. Can't wait to get on those gems. Those Blu-ray gems at Vintage Stock. They have no idea. I may just buy out the whole store. That's right. I may just buy it. I just may buy every single gem in there. And close that freaking place down. That's right. I may. Anyway, let's open up the chat. We've got lots to talk about. Well, anyway. You know what? Before I open up the chat, I have not done the weather in a while. So let me just open up my weather app. All right. Let's see. In Orlando, it's 78 degrees with a high of 81 and a low of 79. In Los Angeles, California, it's 71 degrees with a high of 81 and a low of 58. In Wentzville, Missouri, my hometown, the high is 7. Well, I was born in St. Louis, but Wentzville became my hometown. In Wentzville, Missouri, it's 74 degrees with a high of 85 and a low of 72. In downtown St. Louis, where I was born, that's my hometown. Downtown St. Louis, where they shot pretty much 98% of one of my favorite films ever, Escape from New York. Hell yeah, in downtown St. Louis, the mean streets. St. Louis, a high of 77. It's 76 degrees with a high of 81 and a low of 72. In New York City, it's 79 degrees with a high of 90 and a low of 73. In my town, it's 78 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 72. In London, England, it is 73 degrees with a high of 89 and a low of 71. In O'Fallon, Missouri, where I went to high school, which is like the next town over from Wentzville, 74 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 79. So that's not bad. And then in St. Peters, Missouri, where vintage stock is, where I go all the time when I'm in town, it's 74 degrees with a high of 87 and a low of 72. So, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all, my friends. All right, now let's open up the chat. All right, here we are. Hope everybody had a good day. Work was good. Work was good. It was a nice, calm day. We didn't have like 95,000 boxes. It was a nice, calm day. We only had 37,000 boxes. Thank God. Thank God. Because the last couple of days, it's like, hey, feeders, 45,000, 46,000, 47,000. So it was a nice little calm day, 37,000. And I was like, that's good. That's really good. So, yeah. Anyway. Excuse me, I almost choked on that celery. Excuse me. Today's topics, we're going to review two movies. Ghost Rider and one of my favorite Disney cartoons. Now, my favorite Disney movie of all time, movie, mind you, is Aladdin. But one of my favorite Disney cartoons that I want to get on Blu-ray is Mickey and the Beanstalk. I love this one. I highly recommend it. I tried to finish the Omega Man before the stream, but it was getting too late. It's already 10 o'clock, so I'm going to have to finish the Omega Man. I'm almost at the end of the film, and I was like, I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer, so I almost finished this, so I'm going to watch this tonight, and I'm probably going to watch the rest of this, Soylent Green, starring Charlton Heston, and then I'll pick something off the wall, so then we'll be able to have, at least 2 or 3 things to review tomorrow. So, anyway, I'm sorry I didn't get to finish that, but it'll be done by tomorrow. And I've almost got a new vlog up. Again, I ran out of time. Between shopping, and then I did that big live stream, I talked to my mom for an hour, and then she was asking, hey, have you got everything ready for your aunt and your uncle and your cousins? And I was like, pretty much. I said, I just got to do a little bit of laundry. I said, I bought a new, mat, a new doormat. And she was like, oh, let me see it. So I showed her that. But everything's all nice and clean and tidy. I cleaned my bathroom. I cleaned my tub. So the tub is all clean. Heck yeah. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. There we are. All right, today's topics, reviewing those 2 movies. Then we're going to do the top 10 Star Wars characters of all time. And then, what does Fears need when I edit? Well, I've got a certain schedule whenever I edit, so I'm going to tell you guys what I do usually when I edit. And then, I never got a chance to tell you guys all the new movie props, and I've got a bunch of new props on the way. So, heck yeah. All right. Without further ado, let's open up the chat. All right, there we are. So I'm going to tell you. There we are. Okay. There we go. And the chat is open. The chat is live. There we are. Yo! So, yeah. What's up, Bukaki? So yeah, they say you lose weight by eating celery because the calories it burns by eating it are more than the calories it has. Well, it's also good for you. It's also good for you. Where is everybody? There's only 3 people watching. Hang on, I better call Lantern and let him know I'm live. You know? Give me 1 second. I'm going to let him know I'm live. I've been kind of dipping in and out of the Discord. Or more. I posted those new movie props that I got, you know. So there's that. There's that. Yo, what's up, Visions? Good to see you, Visions. I'm just going to let Lantern know I'm live. Also, I found 2 new chairs on the way home from work. I guess some of my neighbors not on the 3rd floor. They're on the 3rd floor over on the other one. I saw them about to throw it away, Visions, like in the dumpster. And I was like, hang on, stop. I said, is there anything wrong with those chairs? And they were like, no. I said, are the chairs black? And they were like, yeah. I said, great. I said, I want them to match my other table and chair. I said, can I have them? And they were like, go for it, Fears. So I found them near the dumpster, not in the dumpster, but near the dumpster because I saw 2 people about to throw them. I rolled down my window and I was like, hey. So I don't have to really clean them because they didn't really hit the dumpster, but I'm going to clean them. They're still in my car outside. Before I go to work, I'm going to take them out, and tomorrow I'm going to clean them, get rid of those folding chairs, and put them around that table. So, yeah. So, heck yeah. So now I actually have 4 chairs around my thing instead of like stupid folding chairs. All right, let me call Lantern and let him know. Let him know that I'm live. So, yeah. So now I got 2 new chairs. Hell yeah. Thanks to my neighbors. It's awesome. And then, Bukaki, you sent me that trailer. And you're like, Fears, you should watch it. I absolutely 100% will watch it right after I get done talking with Mr. Lantern. So, yeah. Absolutely.
Yo.
Lantern, guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what, buddy? I'm live.
Uh-huh.
So spread the word, and I'll see you in the chat, all right?
All right.
Did you know that I was live, Lantern? Were you watching?
Yeah, I saw you went live.
What's up, y'all? How you been, y'all?
Good, y'all.
You doing good, y'all?
How you doing, my John?
I'm doing pretty good, y'all. Everything's clean and nice and tidy and everything. And hey, Lantern, how's the weather been in good old Texas?
Good, hot.
Hot? How hot is it? Has it been like in the 90s?
Yeah.
Damn. You been farting away?
Yep.
Nice. Damn, pew. Hey, Lantern, guess what? All right, buddy. We'll spread the word. Put the link in the Discord. Get everybody here, and I'll see you in the live momentarily. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you soon. Shunk. All right. There it is. Well, Bukaki and thank him for the trailer review. So there we are. This one's called Hobo with the Shotgun. All right, here we go. All right. Hobo with the Shotgun. Well, I was going to have you on the show, Bukaki. I was going to have you on the show. Well, hopefully next time. Come on the show. All right. I'm going to watch this real quick. It was made in 2011. And he says, if you haven't seen it, here's a trailer to watch on stream, Fears. I've never heard Hobo with a Shotgun. Never heard of it. It looks hilarious, though. So here we go. I'm going to watch it right now. Here we go.
I used to be like you a long time ago. You're all brand new and perfect. No mistakes, no regrets. People look at you and think of how wonderful your future will be. They want you to be something special, like
Wow.
a doctor.
Bukaki, there was a girl dancing around in blood. Wow. That's crazy. She was just like listening to the music, and there was a bunch of blood and shit, and I was like, wow, y'all. Wow. All right, let's continue on.
Hate to tell you this.
I'm getting like dystopian vibes. That's what I'm kind of getting. Heck yeah.
But if you grow up here, you're more likely to wind up selling your bodies on the streets. Or shooting dope from dirty needles in a bus stop.
Wow.
And if you're successful,
so far so good, buddy. Most likely this is going to go on the list. But so far so good. It looks good.
you'll make money selling junk to crackheads. They won't think twice about killing someone's wife. Because you won't even know what's wrong in the first place.
Wow.
Maybe you'll end up like me. A hobo with a shotgun.
Damn. He just shot a Santa Claus in the face, and there was blood all over the fucking like car window. Nice. So, I mean, I do like Santa Claus and I like Christmas, but killing a hobo Santa with a fucking goddamn cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and then his face gets blown to hell and blood is all over the windshield. That's a pretty cool death. I'll be honest, this is a little bloody, but it looks so cool. I think it may have to be a must. This is a pretty good one, Bukaki.
This is a goddamn fucking robbery!
Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Damn! I tell you what, this hobo, he's killing everybody and anyone with this fucking shotgun. Oh my god. I like it. Fears Man approved. It's going on the list. My digital list. Hell yeah, that looked awesome. All right. Let's see. 2021. Let me put it on the list. We got quite a list going here. All right, so 2011, not 2021. 2011 hobo with a shotgun. All right, I got it. Let me save it. All right, there it is. Oh, can you see it? Hobo with a shotgun right there. All right. I got it. Nice. I liked it. That was good. It was bloody, but it was good. It was really good. Nice. That's cool. Cool. Let's see. Bukaki says, yeah, in the movie, it's a fucked society. Okay, that's what I got. That's what I was feeling. I was like, I'm like, is this a dystopian society? Is it a not too far into the future society? I'm like, maybe, possibly, you know? So, definitely look good. Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it, my friend. I really do. That looked cool. Cool. Visions, have you seen that one? Hobo with a shotgun? Let me know in the chat. All right. Time for some movie reviews, my friends. Let's start with You Are the Rider. You Are the Ghost Rider. Hell yeah. All right. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. I got that fucking song stuck in my head. There was 2 Ghost Riders. In the 90s, there was like this ghost trapped in a computer, and Samuel L. Jackson was on the show, and it was a bunch of kids like talking to this ghost that was like stuck in this computer. I don't know if you guys remember that. And the theme song was Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider. And then you got this one. So, yeah. I just remember that stupid show because I used to watch it. Vision says, sure, I've seen it. It's pretty decent. Oh, nice. That's cool. It looked good. A lot of crazy kills. The Santa Claus kill in the trailer was without a doubt. It's like a hobo Santa. That was without a doubt my favorite kill in the trailer. After I watch the movie, we'll see. We'll see if there's any better deaths than that one. All right, Ghost Rider. I'm going to give it, as far as I know, Nicolas Cage only made 2 superhero movies, and this ain't really even a superhero movie. He's kind of like a anti-hero. He's kind of like Frank Castle, the Punisher, except this guy does have powers, but he gets his powers from the devil. But then Johnny Blaze, a.k.a. Ghost Rider, uses his powers for good instead of bad. So, yeah. So, he's half good, half bad. He's an anti-hero. So, let's start with that. So, anti-hero. I'm going to give it... I mean, I do like Nick Cage. Why? Because he's the fucking Cage master. He is the fucking Cage. He's Nick fucking Cage. Hell yeah. He's a good actor. He's a good actor. I'm going to give it, but as a superhero / anti-hero movie, I'm going to give it it's a solid B+. I wouldn't call it an A. It's definitely not an A. I'm going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. I do still recommend it. It is good. It is good. It's just not as good as like Batman. It's not as good as Iron Man. It's not as good as Superman. Shit like that. So I do recommend it. There's another version of Ghost Rider in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Is there? Is there really? Well, I haven't... I believe you, Crumbles, because I have yet to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I want to, but I'm working on it. But Randall has I believe Randall has watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because he called me and I don't know if he called me or he wrote me. He talked about it one day and I was like, that sounds cool, Randall. So yeah. So I'll have to check out the other version because I've got the second Ghost Rider over here on Blu-ray. I need to get this one on Blu-ray. So yeah. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. All right, let's see. What's my favorite scene? I would say, I mean, his first transformation from Johnny Blaze to the Ghost Rider, that's pretty cool. But I like it when his jacket gets ripped and he's in jail and some like punk guy has got like this awesome like leather jacket with all these spikes on it, you know? And the guy grabs Johnny and he transforms into Ghost Rider. And the guy rips Johnny's jacket and the Ghost Rider just kind of looks at it like that. And then he's like, nice jacket. And he rips off the fucking jacket, takes off his jacket, throws it on the ground, puts on like the biker guy's jacket with all the spikes. He puts it on, zips it up, and then all the spikes shoot out. Like, they're only like that little, but as soon as he turns into Ghost Rider, the spike goes up like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that scene. So that's his second transformation. So, and then that transformation is when he puts his hands on his bike and he turns his like old school bike that his dad gave him, like in the 70s. I'm sorry, in the 80s. It turns into this like full metal like devil bike that the Ghost Rider rides on, and I was like, hell yeah. So the second transformation is pretty good. And then this is the Devil's Son. That's the Devil's Son. And his name is Blackheart. So probably Johnny Blaze towards the end turns into Ghost Rider and defeats Blackheart. That's probably my second favorite scene. So defeating Blackheart. So yeah. Let's see. Crumble says, it's a fun show, but I think the Blu-rays are too expensive. They are sometimes. Sometimes I do pass on them. Sometimes I wait until the Blu-rays go down in price, or I'll be like, oh, fuck that noise. I'm not paying that. And I'll go to another website. Like I hop around. I buy Blu-rays off of VintageStock.com, Etsy.com, Scream Factory, eBay, and I find the most cheapest Blu-ray I can possibly find. Because sometimes you'll go on eBay and you're like, oh, hey, Blu-ray, $6.99. With tax, it'll be like $7.50. And I'm like, that's a good buy. That's a great fucking buy. Then you go to Amazon.com and the same movie Crumbles, is like $22.50. And that's without tax. And then with tax, it's like $25. And I'm like, fuck that noise. So yeah. You have to shop around, you know. But I try and find the most cheapest Blu-rays. Like, this one, I think this was like $8 at Walmart. And I already had Logan's Run, but these two I've been looking forever. Omega Man and Soylent Green. I've been looking for those forever because I love sci-fi. These are sci-fi movies, all of these. And I love dystopian films, and I love Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston is a great fucking actor. He did an amazing job in Planet of the Apes 1 and 2. Sadly, he was only in the first two. I can't wait to watch Planet of the Apes 3, 4, and 5, because the first two were fucking bitchin'. Oh my god, they were so good. So far, Omega Man, pretty damn good. I can't wait to review that for you guys tomorrow. I'm almost at the end, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. So I was like, oh god, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm like, I better fucking get the show started. I was like, fuck. So I'm going to finish it up tonight, and I'm going to watch the rest of it, and then I'm going to watch Soylent Green, so I'll have two films to review tomorrow. They get pretty expensive sometimes. It's ridiculous. All right, back to this. So defeating Blackheart is probably my second. Let's see what else. Lots of action. His powers, they're not really superpowers. The devil like touches him, and all this fire goes in his mouth and in his eyes, and his powers are from the devil, and he's basically like the devil's not really mascot. He's the devil's like errand boy. But then Johnny Blaze is like, fuck you. And he's like, what, fuck me? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I'm not doing your bidding. And he goes, you have to. He goes, you made a deal. And the deal that he made was he's doing a show with his dad. And his dad, after the show, you can tell like his dad's got cancer. All of a sudden the devil shows up, but Johnny doesn't know it's the devil. And he says, hey, Johnny, what if I could help your dad? And he's like, well, how? He goes, by morning, he'll be totally cured. He's like, you just got to sign this contract. But he doesn't tell him about, like, hey, well, if you sign this contract, I'm going to take your soul. So Johnny, like, reads it and goes, you sure my dad will be cured? And he's like, yeah. So he signs it, and then the next day, his dad is, like, healthy as a horse. But then his dad dies, like, 2 days later, you know, and he's like, you killed my dad. He goes, well, the deal was I did cure his cancer, but, you know, there's one little thing I forgot to tell you, Johnny. He's like, oh, what? And he's like, well, when you signed it, the deal was I cured your dad's cancer, but now you're under contract and you do what I say. And he goes, if you do what I say when I need you one day, you'll get your soul back. He goes, you don't do what I say and you'll never get your soul back. So, but he finds a way to outwit the devil, you know? So he kills the devil's son, Blackheart, and he's like, you actually did me a favor, Johnny. He goes, Blackheart was in my way. He was trying to take over. So he's like, I'll give you your soul back. And he goes, but now it's time to take your powers away. And he's like, no. He goes, you gave me this curse, and now I'm going to use this curse for good. So, yeah. So in that aspect, he's kind of a superhero because he does have powers, but he's like an anti-hero. So, anyway, his powers are he can't be killed. He can't be killed because the police, like, shoot him in the chest like 9 or 10 times, and all the bullets just pop out, so he's kind of invulnerable. He's got the power of fire, so he can use fire in all different ways, So fire in all different ways. And then he can change objects to whatever he needs. So like he's fighting Blackheart and he changes like a normal shotgun into like a devilish shotgun, you know, which can affect him. So anything he touches, like he touches his bike and his bike turns into this like devil, like metal looking like a motorcycle, but it can go like 20 times faster than his old bike. So whatever he touches, he can like change into whatever he wants, like that will help him. But it's like devilish looking, anything he touches. So changes objects. And then he's got the curse of the devil. So he can grab someone and say, look into my eyes. Everyone that you've hurt, he grabs this pickpocket guy, goes, look into my eyes, and basically everything that he did badly to others, it's like entrapped in his eyes, and and he looks right at the guy, and all of the pain and hurt of every single soul that person's hurt is entrapped in his brain and trapped in his eyes, so that person has to live with all the hurt and all the pain that he's caused others, and it's trapped in his eyes and in his brain for like ever. So he calls it something. It's like the curse of the souls or something, like, or the pain of the souls, all the pain that you've caused somebody else is now stuck in your brain and in your eyeballs forever, you know? It's something like that. It's like the stare. So the cursed stare, something like that. He basically curses all the bad people with all the pain. So like that guy that pickpocketed everyone, like it flashes right before the guy's eyes, like he killed someone, stole a lady's purse, hurt someone, slashed somebody. All those memories of all that bad shit is entrapped in his brain and his eyes forever. And so now that guy has to live his days with all the pain and suffering, and it just keeps showing it over and over and over again. So it's called like the lost soul, or the pain of the soul's curse, or some shit, something like that. Anyway, it's an all right film. Again, it's an enjoyable watch. It's not a bad watch. It's not a good watch. It's just an enjoyable watch. That's why I gave it a B+. 8.8 out of 10. So there we are. All right. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back, my friends. So just go ahead and study Randall. There he is. And I'll be right back. Just go ahead and study Randall. Randall's afraid for his life. Oh my God. He's all like, ah! All right, I'll be right back. All right. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm a little tired. All right. Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit. I need more of this. All right. The first time I watched this, I was like, I want to say 5, 6, 7-ish, and I've loved it ever since I was a little kid. If you guys ever get a chance, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Hell yeah. And I'll be honest, do you know who bought me this DVD? My ex. So the minute I find it on Blu-ray, I'm going to give this to Goodwill. So yeah. But I'll be honest, it was a nice gesture. But now that I find out that she's a cheating whore bitch, it's not as good. But I like the story. But yeah. So there it is. Anyway, all right. Mickey and the Beanstalk. So that's my favorite cartoon from Disney. My favorite cartoon ever is The Real Ghostbusters, which I'm going to start very soon. Is after I finish watching the rest of these, and after I finish watching the rest of Little House on the Prairie. I stopped at season 7. I needed a break. I needed a break from. That's a lot of House on the Prairie. Whew. I watched all 6 seasons back to back to back to back to back. So all I got now is season 7, 8, 9, and then 3 TV movies that are with that series. And then right after that, I'm gonna start watching all of the. I've never sat down and watched all of the Ghostbuster cartoons from start to finish. Whenever I was a kid, they just had them on randomly, you know? So I would just watch them randomly out of sequence. But I remember watching this, I think it was on TV when I was, 5, 6, 7. And I instantly fell in love with it. So yeah. So Mickey. So I decided to watch it again because I hadn't seen it in forever. Mickey and the Beanstalk. And it's one of the very first cartoons I ever watched as a kid. Besides Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles. So, one of the first cartoons I ever watched. So it's got some sentimental value to it. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it was one of the first cartoons I ever watched. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Let's see. My first favorite scene, probably when Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, they go to the faraway land where the giant lives, and they're starving. They're like literally starving. And then they go in the castle, and because the giant's so big and his castle's so big, they're like real little, and they see this table just filled to the brim with food, and they just start munching away because they're kind of like peasants, you know? And they're like, oh my God, fucking food, you know? And then they run up, they eat all the food, and then all of a sudden they meet the giant. So I would say The dinner table scene where they finally get something to eat, finally. Dinner table scene. And then probably the best action out of the whole thing is when they find out that the giant stole the magical harp because they're from Happy Land, or Happy Valley, or whatever the hell it's called, Happy Valley, and the harp sings continuously to make Happy Valley like happy, because without the magical harp, it's not so happy anymore, and it turns everything to pretty much dust. That's why they are so sad, and that's why they're peasants, because whenever they had the harp, everything was good. So they have to retrieve the harp. And so the harp talks and says, there's the key. The giant's asleep. Help me escape, and then I'll turn everything back to normal, you know. But unless you get me back, you guys are gonna be living hungry, and Happy Valley's never gonna be happy ever again. And Mickey's like, all right, don't worry, we'll save you. And so they get the key, they unlock the little cage, they grab the harp, and then them escaping and then them killing the giant is probably the best part of the whole cartoon film, and it's towards the end of the film. So that's probably my second favorite scene. So killing the giant and saving so there's the giant. It doesn't have the harp. I thought the harp was on here. Anyway. Saving the day. I'd say the whole cartoon is like probably 25 minutes, so it's very short. So 25-minute cartoon, but it is a classic. Quite the classic. I do recommend it whenever you guys get a chance. It's good. It is good. Trust me. I know my cartoons. And again, Fears has said this from day one. I don't care if you're 5 years old or 195. It's okay to watch cartoons whenever the fuck you want. And Fears will... I love cartoons. I'll always watch cartoons. When I'm fucking 90, I'll still be watching fucking real Ghostbusters. Oh, hell yeah. So that's right. That's right, y'all. That is right. Let's see here. I didn't want to block Texas Chainsaw. So yeah. All right. Let's see what's next. So I do recommend it. It's good. It is good. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm a little tired. I may close this off a little early, but I'll do my best. I haven't had dinner yet, but I had a lot of errands and shit to do today. All right. What does Fears need when he edits? Well, I'm going to take you through my whole editing process. So, what does Fears need when I edit? Number one, very important, coffee. I have a coffee right next to me, so I have it right here. So coffee. Always, every single time I edit, I either have a coffee or tea, just some liquid. But usually it's coffee, usually. So that's need number one. Need number two. Gotta have my headphones. These bad boys. I cannot stand those fucking earbud fucking bullshit things. Whatever they're called. Earpods, earbuds, whatever the fuck you young people call them. They're crap. They're fucking garbage. They fucking suck. They're fucking horrible. These are better. For a couple reasons. One, those earbud things, whatever the hell they're called, I think they're called earbuds, they irritate the shit out of me because they're halfway in and they're halfway out and they're just like right there. And I don't know why. I mean, if you guys like them, great. I think they suck. So they irritate my ears. 2, whenever I'm editing, I like to listen to my music, and these have great sound quality. So whenever I'm editing me talking in the vlog, I pause my music and then I edit the part where I'm talking. If I'm not talking, then I'm listening to my music. But these like enclose my ear. So this stuff goes all the way around my ear like that. So 1, they're not irritating my ears. 2, I've got great sound quality for my edits and for my music. So those are the 2 reasons why I use these. So my headphones are next. Because I cannot stand, believe me, I tried earbuds. And I was like, nah, this ain't good. So I did. I tried the earbuds, the little ear. I even tried the headphones where it's like you put them in and the cords come down. And I was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. They just irritate the shit out of my ears. So I got those. But these have really good sound quality. These are, and really, they're not even headphones. Well, they are headphones, but what I do is I get the big ones. You see this? These are really gaming. These are for gaming. Like gamers, like serious gamers. I just go to Walmart and I'm like, what are the best gaming headphones? And he's like, this one. I'm like, great, give me that one. He goes, oh, are you a big gamer? I'm like, nope. And he goes, well, why do you want gaming headphones? I said, these have great sound quality. And I said, I'm a big editor. I said, I edit videos. And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, yeah, those are good for editing, too. He goes, mainly people get them for gaming. I said, not me. I said, I get them to edit. So, yeah. And he's like, that's cool. So I just go to Walmart. So whenever these crap out, usually these last for like 3 or 4 years. Then they crap out. And then I just go to Walmart. I just buy another headset. So headphones, number 3. Like I said, I got to have my music. So I listen to my music while I'm editing. So listening to music. And that's just how I do it. Some people are like, well, Fears, how do you edit while you listen? Again, so I'll be listening to my music. For all the talking, I pause my music. And then I edit that part, put it into the timeline. And then whenever there's not me talking in the vlog, then I just play my music. So yeah. But I like to listen to music while I edit. So yeah. Let's see. Vision says I bought the Boss wireless headphones with noise cancellation, and it's one of the best things I ever purchased. Oh yeah, that sounds dope. This is one of the best things I've ever purchased, Visions. These have got great. Oh, here they are. I got this one. I don't know if you can see it. It says Razer. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. Razer, there you go. I got these at Walmart, and I guess, and they're full-on gaming headphones. And I told the guy exactly what I told you guys. I said, I can't stand the earbud things. I'm like, and he goes, oh yeah, I can't either. He goes, I have the big headphones too. I said, I cannot stand putting things in my ear. I said, they irritate my ears. And I said, plus I said, I'm not getting any younger, you know. The Fears man is losing my eyesight and my hearing. So I said, I need it fucking blasting in my fucking ears. And I said, and I told him, I said, plus I like to listen to music while I edit my videos. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. And then he looked at me and said, do you mind if I give you a recommendation? I said, no, please. He goes, are you a gamer? And I said, no. I said, I like to play games with my friends sometimes, but I said, I probably would never play games by myself. And I told him, I said, I actually like pinball machines more than video games. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I said, well, I grew up on pinball. And I said, when I was a kid, I played a lot of video games. But I said, as an adult, I like pinball more than video games. That's why one of these days I'm going to take LC to that place that I took Sam and my buddy Eric to that has all the pinball and all those vintage cars. I may take my family back to, you know, like where that long limo was and all those movie cars. I'm probably going to take my family there because That place is awesome. So yeah. So I just like how they fit, and plus these fit over my hat, you know, because sometimes I edit with my hat on and sometimes I edit without my hat on, but they just fit over my head. They enclose my ears, and I just plug these bad boys in. I turn on my music, I start editing away, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah. And I'm in the zone, man. When the headphones go on, it's nice and quiet. I got my coffee, and I zone everything out, and I'm focused on the laptop, and I'm fucking editing away. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have this bad boy done in a day or two, and bam. So as soon as the headphones go on, I'm zoned in. I'm fucking editing the shit out of a vlog. It's one of the most funnest things. I love to edit. I love editing, and I gotta be alone, you know, which is no problem because I live alone. But like even like I edit when I go on vacation. So when I'm at my mom's house, I can't sit out in the front room. I'll be like, Mom, I'm gonna go edit for an hour, and so I go into the guest bedroom and I lay on the floor because my mom doesn't have a desk in there. So I just lay on the floor on my belly, and I'm like this, and I'm editing. And then as soon as I'm done editing, I come back out. I'm like, hey, Mom, now I can hang out with you, you know? And she's like, where the hell were you? She goes, where the hell were you for an hour and a half? And I was like, I was editing. And she's like, oh, she goes, I wondered where you went. I said, yes. And I wasn't going to edit all night. I said, just for an hour or two. But yeah, I have to be alone when I edit. So yeah, that's another thing. Let's see here. So, coffee, headphones, listening to music, editing alone. So there's no distractions around. Nothing. I turn everything off except for my brain focused with the edits. Let me take these off now. Vision says it was gross how much they cost, but it was worth it. Yeah, these were pretty pricey. These were like, I don't remember the exact price. Well, you know what? Let me look them up. Let me ask Meta. I'm going to ask him how much Razer headphones are, because I was going to guess, but Fears is getting all with the times, fancy dancy with technology, because I don't remember how much these were. I want to guess it was around $60, but let me ask Meta. Hey, Meta, I bought some Razer headphones at Walmart, and they're for gaming, but I use them for editing. Do you know how much black Razer headphones are from Walmart are?
Razer doesn't seem to be a specific brand of headphones I'm familiar with, but I did find some gaming headphones and earmuffs with the Razer name. Walker's Razer Slim electronic shooting muffs are available for $59.95. And there's
okay, so I was close. $59 and some change. But with tax, it would have been around $60. Around $60. So that's not bad, Visions, but $60, that's a lot, you know? All right. Thanks, Meta. All right. So it was around $60. So, but with tax, it was more probably like, I always round up $5 more with tax. So if Meta just said $59, you're probably for those headphones probably $65 and some change. Probably it was like $65 and like 80 cents, some shit like that, around that price. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. $65. So yeah. So $65. Let's see. I edit alone. And then sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I do it just like my streams when I edit. Sometimes I have a snack. You know, so tonight is celery. So sometimes I have a snack and coffee while I edit. Because sometimes I'll edit for like an hour or two, and I get hungry. Sometimes I eat dinner or I eat lunch before I edit, but sometimes I'm like, no, I gotta fucking finish this. I'm finishing this fucking vlog, and I don't care what it takes, you know, so I'll make a little snack while I edit. So sometimes I have a snack. So sometimes I have a snack while I edit. Like after this, I'm going to have dinner and then I'll probably make some more coffee and I'm going to try to finish the vlog that I was working on before this stream. So yeah. But yeah, they were around $65. So yeah. Visions, do you mind if I... Now, you don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. For your wireless headphones, how much were they? If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. But I'm just curious. How much were those headphones? Again, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. All right, let's see what else. So coffee's number 1. Headphones, listening to music. I edit alone. Sometimes I have a snack while I edit. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, I organize all my footage. So I organize all my footage before I edit. $250-ish? Oh, wow. That is a lot. Yeah. Now I understand, buddy, because you were like, it was gross how much they cost. But if they have great sound quality, you know, like these have amazing sound quality and they're only like $65. If, you know, like you got the top of the line, like the creme de la creme. So I guarantee you, even though it was $250, like you said, it was worth it because the sound quality is fucking epic on it. So sometimes if you, sometimes it's an investment. So sometimes if you pay a little extra, you know, you get what you buy. So if you buy ones that are like $10, well, they're going to be crap. They're going to be fucking shit. They're going to be garbage. But if you invest and buy ones for $200, $300, whatever, then you're like, all right, I know for a fact these are going to be fucking great. Top of the line. I'm going to throw the headphones on and, you know, bada bing, bada boom, and they're going to be fucking great. So, yeah. All right, number 6. Organize all my footage. And then I download stuff. So if I need like a little transition that says 3 weeks later, I download stuff. If I need to download a photo, if I need to download a clip, because sometimes I use not other people's footage, but sometimes I use clips from like movies, you know, like whenever I did the last Star Wars convention, I put in that little scene from Spaceballs where they're making fun of Planet of the Apes. And if you guys remember that vlog, I did it last year when I went to Dave's little Star Wars convention. I put all my footage first, and then I ended it with the 2 Planet of the Apes guys in the monkey makeup riding up. And then the guy goes, "Dear me, what are those things coming out of his nose?" And then the guy like looks through the binoculars, and you see like President Scroob and Lord Helmet coming out of the Mega Maid's like nose. And he's like, "Spaceballs." And then he's like, "Oh shit, there goes the planet." And then I ended with that. So whatever I need to get the vlog, I also download that shit. So I download pictures and video clips, whatever I need to finish the vlog. So download video clips. And I never use anyone else's content, you know, because then you can get a copyright strike. Or a troll could be like, oh, you know, like a troll will be like, oh, you know, nah, nah, nah. Like, then they'll tell on me and get a copyright. So I only use like photographs sometimes, and I use movie clips because they can't do jack shit with movie clips because it's a movie, you know. But if I took like some of Adam the Woo's footage, then I almost guarantee you some idiot troll will be like, "Hey Adam, Fear stole one of your clips," you know. And even if I did that, who cares? I'm honoring Adam by putting one of his clips in my vlog. That's my way of thinking it. But those idiot trolls be like, "No, you're stealing that." Nah, nah. I'm not stealing jack shit. Because those trolls do the same shit. They steal my content. The only difference is they steal my content and then they make some evil fucking video, you know? So you can't win with those fucking idiots. So I don't even take the chance anymore, and I just download photographs and movie clips and I put them in my vlogs sometimes. So yeah. Because it's not worth arguing with those fucking idiots. Download video clips and photographs of whatever I need. Let's see. Vision says you can't really feel the low. Wait, you can't really feel the low end of a Lantern stream fart unless you're listening on noise canceling headphones. Oh yeah, I understand, buddy. Because when Lantern rips a fart, you know, like my farts, my burps are pretty loud, but Lanterns are fucking lingering. Lanterns are loud. Like my farts just like that. And then a burp is like, you know, like mine are okay. Mine are okay. Because you guys have heard me fart on stream. You guys have heard me burp on stream. But Lanterns, it's like, you know, it's fucking long. They're fucking lingering. And that's why I'm like, damn, Lantern. Fucking pew beyond belief. So yeah, I understand. I get it, Visions. I get it. Lantern is the shit fucking master. He's the fart master. He's burping, farting. I heard him puke on camera once. He goes nuts. I'm telling you, Lantern, it's all that fucking hamburger helper shit. One of these days, he's going to eat too much hamburger helper and he's going to explode. I guarantee you. But Lantern loves it. So while he's eating hamburger helper, the farts will keep on coming, my friends. Oh, shit. So I understand. I understand. All right, let's see what else. What does Fierce need when I edit? Coffee, headphones, listening to music, editing alone. Sometimes I have a snack. Not all the time, but sometimes. Organize all my footage. So, and what I mean by that is I'll look at all the footage. And I'll be like, all right, what clips comes? All right, so this clip comes first. There's the beginning. This is the middle shit. Okay, I'll put that clip towards the end of the vlog. I'll put this music here, blah, blah, blah. That's another thing. I download music, too, for my vlogs. Copyright free. And then I download video clips and photographs. And so number 8, this would probably be the last thing. Number 8, download copyright free music. But I'll be honest, sometimes I download copyright-free music. Other times, if it's a good song, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care, because I don't really care about monetization. I do it for the passion, because I've only ever gotten 2 paychecks from YouTube. I am monetized on my vlog channel, but I'm not monetized yet on the main channel. Like, that's one of my goals. I've got 3 main goals when it comes to YouTube. Well, 4. Entertain my fans and give out the best content I possibly can. I would someday like to get an actual YouTube play button for both of my channels. 2, I would like to get monetized on the main channel. And then 4, what was the 4th one? Try to hit my goal levels on my sub count on both. But really, if there's a cool song, like the Beach Boys, or like if I want to use some Def Leppard or Metallica, well, that's not copyright free. If it makes the vlog better, and I'm like, who gives a shit if I don't get monetized on this fucking video? I'm like, if this music, if this video clip, whatever, I'm like, if it makes the vlog funnier, better in all ways, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna use that fucking song. But other times, I'm like, all right, I'm going to use copyright-free music. It's whatever I'm feeling. So if I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put a Beatles song in here. Fuck it. I'm going to put in some AC/DC. Fuck it. I'm going to put in some Metallica. I don't give a shit, you know? So I don't really care about being monetized, you know? You know? I mean, it's nice that I get paid sometimes for my work, you know? But like Adam depends. Adam the Woo depends on that. You know, like if I quit my job, then I would probably take monetization a little bit more serious, you know. But again, even if I hit Adam the Woo status, you know, Fears, if it's a good song, I'd be like, oh, fuck it. I'm not gonna I'm not going to get monetized on one fucking video. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to put this song in here, you know? But Adam has to, that's why Adam doesn't live stream. You know, he's like, I have no interest in live streaming Fears. He goes, I just focus on my vlogs. And he goes, but you're doing something different. You're doing the vlogs. And I said, well, because I don't like to copy myself. I'm not that person. I'm Fears, you know? So I got to do something different. Plus, your fans are going to be like, oh, well, Fears is copying off of this fucking guy. That's why I do the top 10s. That's why I hang out with you. That's why I ask you guys questions. You got to come up with your own little niche, you know? Because if I'm just copying someone, then someone's going to be like, well, why the fuck am I watching Fears? I could just watch that fucking guy because Fears is copying him. So I don't copy anybody. I do me, and I do... So that's why I stream and vlog. And I took Pixel's advice. I do the in real life streams. I do my short films. I do my parody. I do all that shit, you know? Now, do I get ideas from other YouTubers? Yes. Like, if I never would have watched Casey Neistat, I probably never would have figured out how to do a time lapse. So I've taken ideas from other YouTubers, but I've never, like, oh, he shot that exact way. I'm going to shoot that scene exactly like how he fucking shot. No, because I'm like, well, he's already done it. He's already shot that. Why the fuck would I waste my time and recreate a scene from Adam the Woo or recreate a scene that Casey shot, like shot for shot? That's bullshit. I'm like, no, I'm going to think of a better scene or just as good and shoot it my own fucking way, you know? So, download copyright-free music sometimes. I'm going to put sometimes. And then number 9, I'm gonna put download non-copyright music because I use both. So, download non-copyright footage. I mean, music, excuse me. And that's pretty much the 9 things I do. I squeezed it all down here. So yeah. I need to get up and walk around. My leg is getting numb. Oh. I need to get some life. I've been sitting here long. My left leg gets numb sometimes sitting on the floor like here, sitting talking with you guys. But, oh, God. I need to move it around. Oh, it gets so numb. Like from here down. Like right here, this leg is all numb right now. And you know, you ever like sat on your leg and it's like starts tingling? My whole leg is like tingling right now. So give me a second. I need to get up and get some life back into my leg and then we'll continue on. So yeah. I wish I had a desk to sit at. Maybe one day I'll buy a desk and I'll put it in that little corner in my room and I'll edit there. But usually I edit here. Or sometimes I lay on the couch and edit. I'll put my laptop on the couch and I'll lay on the couch. There has been times where I haven't been feeling well and I lay on my bed and I bring my laptop and I just lay on the top of my bed and I edit there. But usually I'm sitting here, right here, editing away because this is my favorite spot to edit. I'm going to get up and get some life back into my leg. I'll be right back because it's a tingling away. So I'm like, ugh. So I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. We're all tingly. Oh. I freaking hate when my leg goes numb like this. Oh, shit. Oh, man. There we go. I'm good. Pretty much. I feel fine now because I got some life back into it. Fears has the tingles. I did. Not anymore. Now I'm good. It was starting to go numb, though. I was like, holy shit. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, what's next? Let's see. I think I'll tell you guys about the movie props, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I'll save the top 10 Star Wars characters for tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm going to finish the Omega Man and this. Review these two tomorrow. Do the top 10 tomorrow. But yeah. Let's see. Richie, what's up? Is this the real Richie? Yo! Let me make sure it isn't the fake Richie. Oh, it's the real Richie. Richie, what kind of challenges have you been doing lately? Hopefully no more diaper challenges, my friend. All right. So chocolate-covered pretzel Oreos. Oh, my Lord. That doesn't sound good. So that challenge. How was that one, Richie? How was the chocolate-covered pretzels? Because I like the pretzel, but I don't know if you could squeeze all that into an Oreo and have it be good. Selena Gomez Oreo challenge. Oh, my Lord. Damn. All right. And then let's see. What else? A lot of Sprite challenges. Sprite, Mountain Dew. Now, this is good. This sounds good. Cheese pizza Cheetos. That sounds really good. Eating an apple turnover in the shower. Damn. Okay. A lot of shower challenges. Eating a 6-pack of Oreos in the shower. You like those shower challenges. Eating cupcakes in the shower. Oh, my God. You're out of control, Richie. I don't know what to tell you. Drinking Beetlejuice Fanta Haunted Apple review. Oh, damn. Oh, Lord. Let's see. A day out at the river on a hot summer day. That's cool. Some more river challenges. Richie, but here's the thing. When are you bringing the mountain bike? That's what I want to see. I want to see you get the tools out, make a fucking ramp, hit the fucking ramp at like 25 miles an hour, and hit the ramp like right into the lake. That's what you need to do, Richie. Hit the fucking ramp and be like, bam, right into the river, right into the fucking lake. That's what you need to fucking do. Enough with these fucking Oreo challenges, you know? Let's see. Now, Richie, do you go live every single day? You definitely been live streaming. I caught a couple of your lives a week or two ago, but yeah. Well, yeah, good to see you in the chat again, my friend. Good to see you. There we are. Wow, 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 wow. Eating cupcakes in the shower. There it is. There it is. But yeah, fears, get yourself a 2-bedroom apartment, and then that would be great. I need to set up an office one day. Yeah. I need to upgrade my apartment or just buy a house one day. You know? So yeah. Visions is laughing, drinking a gallon of the mud that I roll around in the first challenge. Did you drink mud? Oh shit. Damn. Holy crap. That's nuts. Let's see. Christopher, stop spraying the misleading information. That is... Oh, okay. All right. I was just going by what people were saying, Richie, you know. I heard a lot of crazy shit. So, yeah. Let's see. Lantern says, well, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Well, howdy, Crumbles. Nice to see you, Lantern. Is Jeremy still... You know what, Visions? That's a good question. I have not heard shit from Jeremy in forever. You know? I know Lantern likes to get Jeremy really mad. You know? Really mad. You know? Let me call Lantern. Because I haven't heard anything about Jeremy in forever. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard... I haven't... Someone told me he deleted his channel. So your guess is as good as mine, Visions. Your guess is as good as mine. Let me ask Lantern. Hang on. Lantern. Yo, Lantern. So Lantern, I got a couple questions for you. Visions brought up a very good topic. So I don't know if you know. He said, "Nice to see you, Lantern. Is Jeremy still dumb? Do you still talk to Jeremy?"
Dude, like shit.
When's the last time you talked to Jeremy? Like a week ago?
Yeah.
You don't remember? Okay, a week ago?
Yeah.
Does he still do YouTube? Does he still have his channel?
Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody in the Discord told me a while back, like a month ago, that he deleted his channel. So he didn't delete his channel.
No.
Okay, good. Has he went live recently? Because I have not seen shit from him in forever. Does he still do his lives?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm just missing him. Maybe he goes live. Maybe he goes live, like when I'm at work or some shit, like late at night. Because I haven't seen him go live in forever. Because way back when he subscribed to me, and when he did, I said, "Hey, Jeremy, I'll be a good guy, and I'll subscribe back to you." So, but I haven't seen him go live in forever, you know. Lantern, how much stream time you got left? Have you got enough to stream this week?
Yeah.
Nice. So
Probably not next week, though, probably.
oh Lord, so someone's gonna have to host next week.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, Lantern. So somebody will. Lantern, if you want me to host one night, I will. I'll get Visions and you on there. I'll get Larry, and maybe we can get Bukaki on there. Walter said he may come on your show one day. I want Walter to come on my show and your show, because Walter's a good guy, man. He sold me the Dan Aykroyd alcohol bottle on the cheap. Me and him, we cut a deal. He got me the Vigo painting. The least I can do is have him on a show. You know what I'm saying? But he works a lot like I do, so. He's like, Fears, one day I'll come on your show. He goes, and one day I'm going to really try to make Lantern's show. And I was like, well, you're always welcome on my show. I'm like, and you know Lantern. I'm like, Lantern will let anyone on his show, you know? So, yeah. All right, well, I was just curious about Jeremy, buddy, because Visions brought up a good point, and I was like, you know what, Visions? I have no idea, because I'm like, I haven't heard shit from Jeremy in forever. So you guys are still friends, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Well, if you hear anything, you let me know, all right?
Okay.
Hey, Lantern, did you hear what Vision said? He bought his epic headphones just to hear your epic farts. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
He's like, you don't really get the feel of it unless you got some kick-ass headphones. And he goes, I put on those fucking headphones, and then Lantern, rips a good one.
Speaking of farts, I got to do one.
There you go.
There you go.
You got one?
Yeah, I did it. Oh, my God.
You just did it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Pew.
Pew. I didn't hear it, Lantern, but I'll take your word for it. So you farted on a Fear stream.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? I'm just joking, Lantern. You can fart whenever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
Lantern, was it a stinky one?
Yep.
Was it like... Damn. Lantern, you think you fart more than me because of my Crohn's, or do you think I fart more than you?
No.
I mean, you eat a lot of Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
How many times a week do you think you'd eat Hamburger Helper? 4 times a week? 5 times? What do you think?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. Let me ask you a simpler question. Do you have Hamburger Helper at least once a day? Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot. All right. What's your favorite flavor of Hamburger Helper?
The dip kind.
There's different kinds. Yeah, which one's your favorite? Like the normal kind or
The number kind.
Nice. All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you back in the chat. I was just curious about Jeremy because once Vision said it, I was like, well, let's find out. Let me call Lantern.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later. Shunk.
Yeah.
Damn. He's going nuts. Lantern is going nuts. Well, there you go. Hamburger Helper at least once a day. At least once a day. Holy shit. Damn. Damn. That's a lot, you know? Like, I would think maybe Hamburger Helper, like, maybe once or twice a week. At least once a week. All right. Let me get back to the chat here. Let's see here. Oh, hey, what's up, Liz? I didn't even see you come in. I was talking to, well, there you go. So Jeremy's still around. So there you are. Let's see. Richie says, Christopher, stop. I guess Bukaki, is that your real name, Christopher? I did not know that until Richie said something. What's up, Chris? Nice to officially meet you. I didn't know Bukaki's name was Chris. All right, well, there it is. Everyone knows my real name, but Bukaki, Chris Kaki, Chris Bukaki. There you are. Mr. Lantern says, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Howdy, Crumbles. Well, howdy, Lantern. Howdy, 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 howdy. Nice to see you, Lantern. Is Richie still dumb? Well, I don't know. You know what? That was the one question I forgot to ask. Lantern, is Jeremy still acting dumb? Let me know. Apparently, he's still alive, Visions. You know, that you know, he's still around. LOL, howdy, Bukaki. Howdy, Bukaki. Coffee first. Oh, Lantern, I did that ages ago. Let's see. Elizabeth, what's up? Elizabeth says, Jeremy is live right now. Is he? Okay. Lantern is on his panel. Really? Hang on. Let me look. Is he really? Oh, wow. Hang on. Lantern, you sneaky devil, you. Let me see here. Let me see here. Lantern, send me the link. Send me the link. I want to see what Jeremy's doing. Wow. I did not know that Jeremy was live. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Well, good to see you, Liz. Howdy, Mr. Lampy. Let's see. Richie says, for your information, Chris, I'm straight. I don't support same genders getting married. I don't believe should be a male and a female. I'm sorry. I don't believe male and okay. It was today. LOL. All right. A lot of craziness going on in the chat. I'm gonna stay neutral. You know, I don't like drama, and I don't want to get into this fight. I will read the chat though, but you guys can fight amongst yourselves. Let's see. Stop getting brainwashed by the trolls. Oh, Richie, I don't. You know, and I don't consider Bukaki and Visions trolls. They're good buddies of mine. You know. So yeah. Let's see. Connect to the channel. Well, thanks, Mr. Lantern. Let's see. Visions, stop egging on the shower videos. It has nothing to do with gayness. It's called content. You do a lot of shower videos, Richie. I will say that. You do a lot of shower videos. Eating cupcakes in the shower. You do a lot of them. Let's see. You know what, Liz? I had no idea that this week was Pride Week. Well, to everyone out there that is gay, happy Pride Week. I'm not gay. Here it comes, Visions. But I got gay friends. I had to, buddy. I had to do it. Just, you know, an old classic. An old classic never dies. You knew it was coming, though. Well, I didn't even know it was Pride Week, Liz. I had no idea. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Whenever I watch a half-naked guy eat corn dogs in the shower, oh, man. People's going nuts in the chat. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Wait. He just ended it, Liz? Oh, shit. Why did he end it? I was going to wait till Lantern, sent me the link and check it out. Wow. Hang on. I'm going to ask Lantern why he ended it. Well, that sucks. I was going to check out Jeremy's live. All right, hang on. Lantern didn't even tell me. Oh, shit. Liz just wrote me. Jeremy ended it when you called Lantern, LOL. But yes, Jeremy was live and Lantern was on the panel arguing with Robbie in the chat. Oh, what? Wait, Liz, which Robbie? You mean that pedo, Robbie, Pick Rob, fucking idiot? Oh, well, maybe it was a good thing I didn't watch it, because I don't like pedos like Robbie, or Pick Rob, or whatever the fuck his fucking idiot name is. So maybe it's a good thing I didn't watch it. So yeah. But Lantern did not tell me. Hang on. Lantern! Lantern, you were on that panel the whole time, you little prankster, you. I was talking to you. I thought we were having a private conversation, buddy to buddy. You were on Jeremy. So what were you and Jeremy doing on on that podcast?
Was arguing with Robbie, his pedophiles.
So is that Pick Rob, that Robbie guy?
Yeah, it is.
Man, and he was in Jeremy's chat?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch. I don't get it. Between that fat fuck Robbie and Matt Man, just get them all off the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, these idiots. Anyway, so what was Pick Rob saying in the chat?
Tell you about some weird shit in there.
Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
He's talking about me in there too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Lantern, I'm telling you. Visions, Bukaki, anyone in my chat would say the same thing. I'm gonna do you a huge favor. Stay away from Matt Man. Stay away from Robbie. They are disgusting fucks. You don't want to have anything to do with them. I'm being honest. This is a friend to a friend. You know, stay as far away from them, Lantern, as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then trolls are gonna be like, oh, well, you know, Lantern's talking to them, and then they're going to think you're a pedophile, which you're not, Lantern. You know? So stay away from those. Stay away from Matt Man. Stay away from Robbie. As far away as possible. That would be the best advice. But I had no idea you were on. So Jeremy ended his show because I was talking to you? Well, damn, I feel bad because you should have told me. Because I didn't want Jeremy to end his stream. You old fucking prankster, you. Unbelievable. Well, hey, next time, let me know that Jeremy's live.
Okay.
Because I don't want him blaming me like, oh, Fears made me end his live. I did not make him end his live. Jeremy decided to end his live himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, buddy, I'll see you later. But yeah, stay away from Robbie and stay the fuck away from Matt Man too. They're both bad people that do and say crazy shit about kids, and they're fucking disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Stay far away from him as possible, Lantern, I'm telling you. You'll thank me. You'll thank me, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, I'll see you later.
Chunk!
Lantern loves that shunk. He's a prankster. Well, Liz, I know why you're laughing. Lantern's laughing. I had no idea. So technically, I was on a Jeremy show too because Jeremy probably heard me talking to Lantern. I had no clue. Oh Lord, he just ended it. LOL. Yep. Well, I just found that out. Oh Lord, Lord. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Let's see here. Almost July. It is. It's almost July. Lantern. When was the last time you talked to Jeremy? And then Lantern on Jeremy's panel. I don't know. Exactly, Visions. He knew the whole time. That was the last time he talked to Jeremy, which was 2 minutes ago because he was on Jeremy's panel. You know? Lantern, you're hilarious, buddy. You are hilarious. Oh, man. Elizabeth says, yeah, that Robbie. Oh, yeah. Well, I gave Lantern sound advice. I was like, Lantern, stay the fuck away from that pedophile Robbie and stay the fuck away from pedophile Matt. Because they're one and the same. I was like, Lantern, stay the fuck away from those idiots. You don't want anything to do with those fucking morons. I'm like, they're bad news. They are bad news. So Lantern, stay the fuck away from them because they're not good people. Definitely not. Lantern says, shunk it up, dudes. There it is. Well, Richie, good to talk to you again. I don't know if Richie's still in the chat. Man, Bukaki, Visions, you guys were going nuts on Richie. I understand why, though, because I did see that photo, and I was like, ah! You know what I'm saying? I try to get along with everybody, but that is pretty crazy, that photo. Craziness. Going nuts. All right, let's see. What was I talking about before we got into all that? Let's see. I did the editing. I did the reviews. And then... Oh, yeah, the movie props. So I'll show you guys the newest ones. And then I'll tell you guys the ones that I've ordered and they're on the way. So the newest one I got was... I got this one from Star Wars Day. So now I've got... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. This one was at Disney Springs with LC, excuse me. These were from Star Wars Day, and then the white Kyber crystal, which is on the shelf over there. But this one was at the Disney store at Disney Springs when I was hanging out with LC. So you'll see it in the vlog when I get that done, because the LC Hangout one is the next one. So this is the newest one. So this is the container. So the Kyber crystal, whenever you don't have it in your lightsaber, you put it right here, right in there like that, and that goes in there like that. Like that. So this is the newest one. And then the yellow one I bought last year on Star Wars Day, and then the Star Wars Day before that. So 2 years ago, I bought the red ones, and then this is new too. Now the purple one I bought on Star Wars Day. So the white Kyber crystal and the purple Kyber crystal was on Star Wars Day. And those were in the vlog. But so now I've got every single color. I've got every single color Kyber crystal. So now all I have to do is sign up for that lightsaber build and build my lightsaber, which I'm planning to do at some point. I really want to do that. That one's cool. So hell yeah. So now I have all the Kyber crystals available so far. So there's purple, white, blue, green, yellow, red, and they said an orange one is coming soon. So whenever Disney makes the orange one, I'll get the orange Kyber crystal. So yeah. But I'm going to have the yellow crystal in my lightsaber for Fears Man. So that's one's coming next. So yeah. And then the latest and the greatest is Ivan's ooze from Power Rangers. It's got a weird smell to it. It literally smells like women's perfume, and it's a different type of slime than that green slime. So I bought the green slime from that guy, the Ghostbuster guy at the convention. That's a cool prop, but this one, it's not real slimy. It's like Play-Doh, but like thinner. It retains its shape, so you can pull it all out. Like, watch, you can pull it all out, and it retains. It's not slimy. It's like kind of like Play-Doh, and you can keep pulling it out and pulling it out, right? Like that. And then you can just put it all back in, and it retains its shape. Just like that. So it's pretty cool. So I don't know how they made it, but I got this one off of Etsy. I just have to push it down a little bit, but it's an exact replica. They even got the bottle. The same as the Power Ranger one. So it's a pretty cool prop. So I wish it was the real one, but it looks... Watch the movie. Watch Power Rangers. They got the label exactly right. They got the color of the ooze. It's a purple oozy thing, and it's a certain color. They got the ooze just right. They got the bottle just right. Even they got the black top right. Because I thought, oh, like when I bought it, I was like, oh, it'll probably look similar. And then when I looked at it, I clicked on the photo, I zoomed in, I was like, and then I grabbed a picture of it off of Google, and I put the Google picture from the movie, and then I put a picture of this off the website on Etsy. I put them side by side, and I was like, damn, that is pretty damn accurate. And I'm looking, and I was looking for flaws. I was like, all right, is there any flaws? I was like, do they have the sticker the same way? And I looked, and then I looked at this one, and I looked back, and I was like, that's pretty damn accurate. So yeah. Anyway. So it wasn't too expensive. I think with tax it was $29 or $30, so it wasn't that bad. So this is the latest and the greatest. So yeah. So the newest, so I'm gonna write down the newest props were, so 2 new Kyber crystals. Those were the newest ones. And then 1 Ivan's ooze. So those are the newest ones I bought. Here's the ones that I've got already ordered on the way. So I'm going to write down ones that I have ordered. And they're on the way. And are on the way. And I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna make a cool TikTok video coming soon. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, get ready for a cool Ivan's Ooze TikTok on the way, my friends. Yo, what's up, Boo Seamus? Today's the 30th anniversary of Ivan's Ooze. Is it really? I don't know, Seamus. Are you pulling Fears' leg? Are you pulling my leg, buddy? Let's see. Lantern says, oh, howdy, Seamus. Where's my hair, Seamus? On your head, Lantern. You need to grab a bag, take some scissors, and chop some off, put it in a bag, and mail it to Seamus. I keep telling you this, Lantern. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's just be honest, Lantern. You're never going to give Seamus any of that hair. Any. Never. Seamus, I'm telling you. Seamus, I'm telling you, if Lantern doesn't do it, by the end, either by the end of this year or by the end of next year, whenever you want to do it, I swear on my life, I will trim some hair, and I will send you the Fears Man's hair, which I'm going to get a trim soon, so I can save some of that hair, buddy, if you want me to, you know. And I'm going to see if they're going to let me. I'm going to ask them, hey, I do in real life live streams, so if I can live stream me getting my hair cut, that would be a cool live. So, I don't know. They may say no, but I'm going to ask them whenever I go to the barber's here in a couple of days. Because my family is coming in a couple of days. So, yeah. We'll see. Was it? It's not that I don't believe you, Seamus. Let me check. I just like to double check myself. Hang on. Let me check. I'm sure it is. Let me just double check. Hey, Meta, when was Power Rangers the movie released?
The Power Rangers movie was released on March 24th, 2017.
No, not that one. the 1990s Power Ranger movie. When was that one released?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The movie was released on June 30th, 1995.
So Bo Shamus was right. All right, thank you, Meta. Nice. Well, happy anniversary. It's pretty cool that I have that prop. So that's pretty cool. It's not that I didn't believe you, Shamus. I just wanted, I always have liked school. I like to learn stuff myself. So yeah. I know some people don't like learning. I know some people don't like school. I never had a problem learning new facts, learning new tips. I always did really good in school. So whenever I hear new information, does your ooze make fart sounds? Let's find out, Landon. Let's see if I can get a fart sound out of it. Let's find out. Now, it doesn't, Lantern. Well, oh, it almost did. Hang on. No, it doesn't. There was like a little baby one, Lantern. A little baby one. Yo, what's up, Walter? I'm just showing everybody my new props. Walter, I don't know if you ever saw Power Rangers. Fear's got this one. This is the latest and the greatest prop with real ooze inside, my friend. Check it out. So I got that one. And then I got this Kyber crystal. This blue one, buddy. So yeah. So these are the latest and the greatest, my friends. So yeah. Let's see. Walter says, Fears, don't forget about us when you blow up, man. I promise. I promise. I will not. I promise I will not, my friend. I'll be honest. I don't think Fears is ever going to blow up. You know? I may get a couple more thousand, added to both of my channels, but I don't see me hitting 100,000 before I die, I mean, I would love to, but I just try to be real with you guys, like Adam the Woo got lucky. Like every time I've hung out with him, he's like, Fears, I never expected to hit 100,000. He goes, I just hit a niche. He goes, I will tell you this, Fears. He goes, the more subs you get, the more easier it gets to gain more subs. He goes, I went from 1,000 and then I hit 10,000. He goes, and then Fears, as soon as I hit over 20,000, then they just started pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, so once you hit over 20,000, then it's a lot easier. But Fears will not give up. So the idea, the dream is there. But I'm just going to give it my best. And if it happens and I blow up, great. If it doesn't, oh well, at least I had fun hanging out with my online friends, making epic content, and it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. So there you are. I'm not going to pour it out, Crumbles. I'm not going to pour it out. Let's see. Bo Shamus says, you know what, Fears? I can't open a hair salon, Mr. Lantern. I'm very, very bald. See, that's why you need to give Bo Shamus some hair. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm going to look up the ones that I've already ordered and tell you guys which props are on the way. So, Walter, if you got any more props in your collection, I'm very interested, my friend, because I bought a couple things off of Mr. Walter. I bought his Norman Bates sign that I still need to get framed. He gave me a pen. I bought the keys from Psycho, and I bought some other stuff. So yeah, Walter, if you got any more props, you let me know. But my favorite thing that I bought off of Walter was the sealed vodka bottle with Dan Aykroyd's signature. That I'll never get rid of. And you know what, Walter? I'm not gonna open it up until after. If I don't ever get married, then it'll stay sealed. If I do get married, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna pour all my groomsmen a drink on Fears, and then I'll just fill it up with water, reseal it, and put it back on the shelf. Jedis take their Kyber crystals and grind them up, sorting them like crystal meth. That's not true. Randall, you're lying. Snorting. I'm gonna call Randall. I haven't had him on the show in forever. Randall, get on your fucking Facebook, buddy. I'm calling you right now. Right now, buddy. Randall, you answer me. Don't make fears wait. You fucking pick up that call. You pick it up, Randall. Don't make me fucking wait, buddy. Now! Now, buddy. You son of a bitch. Unbelievable, Randall. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. I thought we were like this, Randall. Chop up a line right now. Oh, Lord. That's right. Oh, wow. Bukaki changed them back, Visions. Mr. Landry. The old switcheroo. Damn. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. The old switcheroo, buddy. I just noticed that. Oh, there he is. Hang on.
Hello?
Lord Randall, how art is thou?
Cheers. How's it going?
How art is thou?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good, man. What have you been up to? It's been a while.
Yeah, I did a live today.
I know I missed it, buddy. I was out and about doing errands and shit, getting ready for my family and stuff coming. What was your live about?
I wrote episode 4 of Ironheart, and
Oh, nice.
And the 4th episode comes out tomorrow. The actual 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
So people can look at my video and they can compare the actual episode with the episode that is released in actuality.
Nice, buddy. I like it.
So it should be good, yeah.
That's cool. What else you been working on?
Just that.
Randall, should I tell the fans about the little project that we're going to work on, as a test run, or should I save that?
Well, yeah, it's a Jedi Star Wars thing where they grind up their kyber crystals.
You're so full of shit, Randall. It has nothing to do with Jedis. No, Randall, I'm being honest. Should we tell them about that test footage, or should we save it as a secret?
Save it as a secret.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. How's your mom doing?
She's okay.
Good, good. Well, I'm going to come visit you soon.
How's your mom doing?
Very good. Very good. Her birthday is tomorrow.
I think you should send her $1 billion.
$1 billion, my friend?
For being such a good mom, you know.
I love my mom. My mom's the best. My mom's awesome.
Yeah.
So her birthday's tomorrow, but she called me and I wanted to send her a gift the day before. So she got it today, and I said, Mom, don't...
Sure you did, Fears. Sure you did, yeah.
I swear. She called me today. I talked to my mom for about an hour today. So my mom's going to open up her gift tomorrow. Oh, nice. I'm seeing Randall right now. He just turned on his camera. Randall, nice haircut, buddy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Hey, yeah, you trimmed it up a little bit. I like it. Nice. Yeah. Well, I haven't got my haircut yet, my friend, but I'm going to get it trimmed soon.
Uh-huh.
Because look at these Elvis sideburns. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Randall, what do you think of my I almost said Ghostbuster prop. What do you think of my Power Ranger prop? Have you seen this?
That's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, fuck you, man. You know it's great. You love Power Rangers.
I do, and I love Amy Jo Johnson, so yeah.
So I knew you would get a kick out of this, right? You this is from the movie that she was in.
Yeah.
And this is from the villain. And you know
Ivan's
what?
Ooze.
And Randall, you know what's funny about this? The same guy that played Ivan's Ooze is the same guy that played Belloc in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. The same guy. I don't know his acting name. You know the French villain. He plays a French guy.
Paul Freeman.
Paul Freeman, the same guy, Thank you, Randall. I appreciate that assist because I didn't know his name. So the same guy that plays Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he had all that makeup, all that purple makeup on, and he played Ivan Zoo. So every time I watch Power Rangers, I'm like, that same guy was in fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark. Which, I'm not narking him, just he did a better performance, in my opinion, as Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Because Ivan, I mean, it's an okay performance, but yeah, anyway. It's a good prop, though. What do you think? Honestly, what do you think, Randall?
Yeah, good. I like it.
Now, I put up the pictures. I was telling everybody, I wish it was the real one. It's a good replica. And I pulled up a picture from, you know, where he's dressed up as the wizard, you know, and he's handing out all the ooze to everybody. I held up a picture from the movie of him with it in his hands. Then I put up a picture of the person that made it on Etsy, and whoever made this, they did their homework, because I was like, I was looking for errors, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'm like, in my mind, I was like, they're going to get it close. They'll get it close. They got it pretty damn spot on. I thought, they'll get the black.
Yeah, sure, whatever, Pierce.
I'm telling you, they got it pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, buddy, I can't wait to come visit you soon. We'll definitely go to the magic shop, because I owe you that card, because I forgot to buy you.
Well, the magic shop moved, and the magic shop is super far away now.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's not on Beach Street anymore?
No.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's super far away.
That was a perfect...
We used up a whole notch of gas getting there and back.
That's bullshit, Lantern. I mean, Randall, excuse me, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Randall, I don't understand why they would move. They had a perfect location. Beach Street was here, and then 2 minutes away was the actual beach. They had tons of business. Why do you think they moved?
I don't know.
That's so fucking weird. Why would you move your business when you had a shitload of business already coming through the door? That makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, at some point we'll go. So, since it's far away, do you just want me to order you one online?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, just let me know which ones you want, and I'll order them. Because
All right.
I felt bad. I forgot to get Randall a present for his birthday last year, so I owe you a deck of cards, Randall.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's everything else been going? How's the
Good.
how's the karaoke been, my friend?
Pretty good. Last time I went to karaoke, I didn't make any money, but people were going ape shit over the tricks. Like
Nice.
one guy like threw a chair down on the floor.
Nice.
And people were like screaming so loud, and the entire bar
Yeah.
was looking at my table because the guys were like freaking out so much.
Yeah.
And I did some really cool tricks, really complicated tricks.
Any ladies' numbers? Any card tricks for some ladies?
No. There's this one girl I like that's texting me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You old smoothie, you.
Yeah.
All right, I keep calling you Lantern. I'm sorry, Randall. I'm so fucking
How
tired.
fucking dare you?
I know. Hilarious. I don't even know your fucking name. No, I'm playing around. No, I know your name. Lantern, I'm sorry.
How
Randall,
long
I'm
have we known
sorry.
each other, Lantern. I mean, John.
Kenneth, Joseph, Carmen, whatever the fuck Feeders' his name is.
Yeah.
We've known each other 16 years, Randall.
Yeah.
Around 16 years, because I've known Eric 20... Well, next year it'll be 26. I've been Eric's friend for 26 years.
You've known me longer than 16 years. I'd say it's going on
from
24.
From
24.
No. From 2007 to now?
Yeah, around that.
I thought it was
2006 to now. I knew you when you created your channel.
No. I met you in film school. I didn't know you in 2006.
Okay.
I met you 2007 because that's when you were already in school. I started college because you were the year before me, but we graduated together. Were you at both of my graduating classes or just the last one?
I think just the last one.
Oh, no. You were, Randall, because there's a picture of... Hang on. I'll figure it out. Hang on. Because my mom and dad took pictures of me. The first one was in a blue gown, and then remember the last one was in a black cap and a black gown. And I think you were at both. Because I think...
Bo Shamus, nobody sent me any link. Bo Shamus says, Mr. Lantern, what did Randy say when you sent him the link? I don't go on Discord, so I'm not on there, so I haven't gotten any link from anybody.
So, yeah. So, I'm pretty sure it's 16, 17 years of friendship, Randall, around that. Because from 2007 to now, that's about 16, 17 years. And I just looked up on my Facebook. We were at both graduating classes. Because I remember, I don't know if we sat together whenever we had the blue cap and gowns on, but I remember graduating. Remember, Brian, I was in the middle. You were sitting right next to me. And then my friend Brian was sitting to the left of me. So Brian was sitting here. I was sitting here when we had the black cap and gown on, and then you were sitting right to the right of me. So, but I know I took a photo with you because on my Facebook, I've got all my graduation photos with my mom and my dad and my brother and my aunt and my grandma came.
Yep, Walter White is right. 2007 and now is 18 years.
Oh, I was close then. I said 17 years. So
you were way off.
No, I wasn't.
Way off.
Don't even go there, Randall. I'll split your fucking head open. Don't even go there. No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. I'm playing around. So I was 1 year off because I said 16, 17. I said 17 years, so 1 year off.
Yeah.
So, but you're catching up. You're catching up with Eric. After Christmas, me and Eric will know each other 26 years. So yeah. So it's good to have lifelong friends like that, buddy. And I have a lot to thank both my friends. Like Eric and me have been best friends forever, but like Eric doesn't really like film. You're my favorite film buddy because you actually like to vlog. You like to make cartoons and go fucking nuts and shit.
You know what my plan is like when you finally get married, I'm actually going to kidnap Eric and I'm going to hide him in my basement. And I'm going to be the best man at your wedding.
Listen, I cannot wait until you meet Eric because I've told Eric about these challenges. I'm on the phone with Eric. I said, Eric, well, it's gonna be hard to pick my best man between you and Randall. I said, because you two are my two best friends of all time. And Eric's like, Fears, it's gonna be me. I said, Randall says the same shit. And then he's like, well, what do you want to do, Fears? And I said, well, Randall, every once in a while...
We're going to bare knuckle box.
That's what he says. And so I told that to Eric, and he goes, Fears, I don't even know Randall. He goes, you've showed me pictures of him. But this is what Eric said. He goes, Fears, if he wants to bare knuckle box, tell him I accept his challenge. And I said, all right. So the next time I talk to Randall... So he's all about it. He wants to bare knuckle. He's all about it, Randall. I can't wait. Well, listen, do me a favor. If you and Eric do... in fact, bare knuckle box, just wait until...
I'll knock his fucking teeth out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, I wasn't going to go there, that route. I was going to have one request. Before you guys bare knuckle box, you know my policy. If it didn't happen on film, it didn't happen in real life. So let me set up the camera, hit record, Randall, and then I'll be like, all right, guys, have at it. Because I cannot wait to see you and Eric bare knuckle box. That would be great. But like, in one corner, Lord Randall. In another corner, the fucking Loopster, Eric Luber. And I'll be like, all right, guys, 3, 2, 1, knock his fucking head off, you know? And we'll see who the real champion is. I'm like, whoever wins this bare knuckle box gets to be the best man at Fears' wedding. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But Randall, really, it's my wedding. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to have two best...
No, you can't do whatever. Who the fuck says you can do whatever you want?
Me! Because it's my wedding. If I get married, I'll be like, listen...
I'm in command. I'm in charge. I make the rules.
No. Listen, Randall. Me and my future wife are the ones paying for the wedding. So I'll be like, listen, babe, I can't pick between Randall and Eric. Fuck it, we're having two best men, and I don't give a shit what anyone says, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, buddy.
And then the winner gets Nev Campbell.
Don't even go there, Randall. Listen. Listen. You know what, Randall? If I meet the love of my life, then you can have Nev Campbell. Because I'll already have met the love of my life. So, as much as I love Nev Campbell,
Yeah.
I would be willing to throw Nev Campbell away. You know, but Randall, you promised me.
Throw her under the bus.
Well, because if I already meet my love of my life, then I don't need fucking Nev Campbell. You know what I'm saying? But you promised me. I made your dreams come true. You heard about the convention, but I drove you there. Randall, that's one of my favorite vlogs because I've never, ever, in our whole history of 18 years of friendship, I've never seen you that happy. You were grinning from ear to ear. You grabbed me. I kid you not, guys. Randall was shaking me. He goes, Fierce, I'm moments away from meeting her. And I was like, yeah, I know, Randall. She's right over there. He's like, no, Fierce. You don't understand. She's right over there. I'm like, yeah, I get it, Randall. She's right there. You walk up. Randall, in the video, I zoom up. You guys are chatting. And then I didn't see you give her the butterfly right away. So when I came up, she said, oh, hello. And I said, oh, nice to meet you. And I said, Randall, you gave her the butterfly, right? And then she grabbed it and went like this. She's like, yeah, right here. And I said, okay, good. I said, because I didn't want Randall to forget. Then I shook her hand, and she's like, oh, who do I make this out to? I'm like, oh, 2 Fears. And then I told her my favorite episode. And then I told her my favorite scene out of the Power Ranger movie. And then I told her that I had already met Billy. But that was you meeting Billy because she was sitting here, and then right next to her, right, like, directly next to her was, what's that guy's real name, Randall? The guy that...
David Yost.
David Yost. I've met him... Well, now I've met him twice. What
was cool is on the second day, which was actually the third day. It was our second day, but it was the third day of the con.
Yeah.
I go up, I go up, and I go, so, hey, let me ask... I go up to her assistant, and I say, hey, and Amy Jo Johnson is like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
I go, hey, would it be cool if, like, I have $20 left over? Would it be cool if I do, like...
A magic trick
for Amy Jo Johnson for $20? And Amy jumps in and she goes, no, you don't need to pay.
Do you remember her head tilt? Like, she was over here. Randall, remember she grabbed and she was signing something, and she just turned like that and said, oh, you don't have to pay me. I remember you guys. You can do it to me for free. She goes, let me... So she finished signing whatever.
And then I did the magic trick for Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
And then she says, now do one for David.
I remember.
I'm like, holy shit, I got to do magic for the Pink Ranger and the Blue Ranger.
But what was great is, I kid you not, Randall's not kidding. Right as Randall said that so the assistant's here, she's over here, she was signing something for some guest, meeting her, and I felt bad, but she's signing, and then in mid-signing, she turned like that and says, oh, you don't have to pay me. Give me 1 second. And so she finished signing it for the person, and she took a photo with whoever it was. Then she came over. Randall did the trick. And then literally she went like, remember she did that with her hand, Randall? She goes, do that for David. Do the same trick for David. The only thing is, I wish they would have let us film on the third day. For some weird...
Yeah, that would have been fucking awesome.
I don't understand. They let us film the whole interaction on the second day, because you and me couldn't go on the first day, Randall. I forgot why. You were doing something. I had gotten off of work and we missed the first day. And then I picked you up. You stayed the night at my house. And we did all of day 2 and then all of day 3. And then they were totally cool with us filming the whole interaction. But then remember I turned on the camera and the assistant said, oh, no, you can't film today. And I was like, oh, we filmed yesterday.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Because yesterday, the day before... I looked at the guy and said, hey, is it cool? And I said, remember, before I turned on the camera, I went up to him and said, hey, I said, my buddy is like the biggest fan of Kimberly. I would really like to get his reaction in my vlog. I said, is it cool? I'm like, I don't have to interview her. I said, can I just stand from like afar and get it from my vlog? And the guy was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I said, well, is it cool after he gets done? I'm going to give the camera to my friend, and my friend Randall's going to film my interaction. He goes, that's totally fine. He goes, just have him film it for a little like far away. Don't have it like in her face. And I said, that's fine with me. I said, I'm cool with that. We go through all that, everything's good, and then the minute I turn on the camera, he's like, but you know what, Randall? I think what it was is, I think the guy on the second day was a lot cool. Because remember on the third day, it was a totally different guy. It wasn't the same guy that was handling all of her stuff. So the guy on the second day,
it was a guy. It was like a girl with green hair.
Yeah. So, but remember on day 2, it was a guy though. Remember?
Yeah.
Because you can hear the guy talking in the background of the vlog. On the third day, it was some girl. That's why I bet you if that same guy from day 2 was on day 3, I guarantee you, I'd bet money on it that he would have let us film the 3rd day. Because that's the only way that vlog would have been that. I mean, it's already epic, and it'll be on my channel forever. It would have just made it like the icing on top of the cake if they would have let us film your magic trick for Kimberly and David. That's the only way it would have been 10 times better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, I was pretty content with what we got, you know. And then, you know that guy that had the Power Ranger suit on? That guy's costume.
Yeah.
That guy's costume was probably the best costume made by a cosplayer that day. Anyway, Randall's going to come on my show on Thursday, guys. So Randall, let me know if anything changed. I know you got a busy schedule, but as far as I know, Randall and me, I'm going to have Randall on as a guest on Thursday, right before Lantern does his show. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to finish up this live, buddy, because dinner is calling my name. So I'm going to finish up this live, all right?
Yep, you're going to have a giant pizza, right?
Nope.
A giant healthy pizza.
Yeah, with extra strawberries, Randall, with fucking salt on them. Just, you know, Carrie style, you know? Yeah.
You're going to have
Do you remember back in the day?
With pineapple, anchovies.
Oh, God. No way.
Stink bugs.
Fuck
flies,
anchovies.
gnats.
Listen. I know you like
I
it.
was trying to eat when you and fucking Lantern were talking about farts and shit and
That was all
throw
Lantern,
up,
though.
and I was like, I wanted to come on screen and say, quit talking about that fucking shit. I'm trying to eat here. I'm eating some chicken.
Well, I had no idea you were eating
Lantern,
chicken, Lantern.
Like, fart, pewee, oh, it's diarrhea shit, yeah.
Listen, Lantern is the shit fucking master. He farts, he shits, he pukes, he shits his ass off. Wouldn't be a Lantern show without all that.
I'm trying to fucking eat, man.
Lantern has eaten on camera while he's shitting his ass off. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Me and Larry and Visions are hanging out. All of a sudden, you hear Lantern like go off way into his house, and then you see him. You hear the lid go down, and then he lets out this toxic fart. I start laughing my ass off while he's shitting his ass off.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, buddy, I'll see you Thursday. And either before my family comes or after, I'm gonna come down because me and Randall guys have not had. When's the last time we hung out, Randall? Like face to face? 2 months ago?
2007 around.
No, don't even go there.
2006.
Was it 2 months ago or 3 months ago?
3 months ago.
Yeah, so we're overdue for a hangout, buddy.
Yeah.
I miss you, man. And I cannot wait for the fans to see Fierce Man episode 6, because Randall, do you think it'll be the return?
It's actually called Fierce Man 666. We revealed that Fierce Man worships the devil.
Wow!
And he sells his soul to have one night with Ned Campbell. But the devil tricks him, and I actually had the first night with Neb Campbell. And
listen, that's complete bullshit. Randall, listen, I love you like a brother, but you know as well as, listen, we made this deal. I will not touch Kimberly if you don't touch Neb Campbell. But there's no way you're touching the Neb, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you promise me, if she ever comes to a show in Orlando, you and me have got to go, because Nev's my dream girl. We've already met Kimberly, and she was very sweet, Randall.
Yeah, and like after
she was
I met
super
her, it
sweet.
kept hitting me in waves. Like, you just met the girl that you have had literal dreams about.
Yeah.
Like, you just met the girl that you have had a crush on for like 30 years.
Well,
like,
Randall,
you just met the girl that you wrote scripts for.
Randall, the thing is you can tell in the vlog.
Yeah.
Like, I walk around the corner, you're dripping with sweat, and I put my hand on your shoulder. I'm like, Randall, are you all right? And then you were catching your breath, and you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. And I was like, it's hitting you, right? Right, Randall? You're like, Fears. It's still hitting me. Then, remember we're hanging out with that Pikachu person?
Yeah.
It hit you again. I cut to you, and then you're all like all like that shit. I was like, Randall, don't have a heart attack. Don't die on me, buddy. You know? Yeah. And then off camera, you're like, Fears, you gave me a hug. And I was like, listen, I know you're excited, but that was a cool day. I've never seen you that happier than that day. So I'm glad you finally get to meet her, but promise me when Nev Campbell...
I also met the armorer from The Mandalorian that day.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I met her, too. She was nice, and I told her... I ran out of money to get an autograph with her, but I said, I'm watching the...
Nobody was at her booth.
Well, you went up, and I let you go talk to her alone. Then I went up.
I did a magic trick for her, too.
Yeah, and then I came out of the bathroom, and I thought, all right, I'll let Randall talk to her by herself. Then I went to go talk to her, and I didn't know if she'd be cool with the camera, so I talked to her off camera, and then I said, she goes, oh, you like the Mandalorian? I said, no, I don't just like the Mandalorian. I fucking love the Mandalorian. I said, it's one of my new favorite Star Wars things. She's like, oh, I'm glad you like the show. She goes, what season are you on? I said, back then, I had just finished season 2, and I told her, I just bought season 3. It's in the mail. It's on the way. And she's like, oh, you're going to love season 3. And I said, I cannot wait. Anyway, buddy. Well, it was good catching up, man. Good catching up. But yeah, I'll definitely have to have you come over to my house soon, or I'll come visit you. All right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you Thursday, buddy, on the show, and we can talk about whatever you want, Randall. So if you want to come up with some topics, great. But yeah, but just let me know. But all I gotta say is the fans are gonna love episode 6 of Fears Man, and do you know why?
Because it's actually episode 666 where we reveal that Fears Man worships the devil. He sold his soul.
No.
He sold his soul for just 100 subs.
Wow, Randall.
I need those fucking 100 subs.
Listen, fuck that noise, you know? No. That would never happen, Randall. No. They're going to love it for 2 reasons. One, maybe it's the return of Black Aldrin. Shh. Yeah. And Fears is going to pull a MacGyver in episode 6. I won't tell the fans how Fears Man pulls a MacGyver, but those 2 elements.
And then Joey is actually in it. Joey is our accountant.
Joey with the numbers.
Joey's character is called Joey with the numbers because he's in accounting.
Well, I told Joey,
and he runs the numbers.
I told Joey the minute we animate him, because his YouTube is Joey with the numbers, I'm just gonna have you, Randall, draw. And
the numbers is 666.
Randall, I'm just going to have you draw Joey as a big number with 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 big fucking googly eyes. Because he's Joey with the numbers.
Yeah.
And then I'll have Joey, voice it. I don't know what we're going to have him do, but we'll have him fucking do something, you know?
And remember, Mr. Mental reads binary.
That's right. Randall, that is the best thing that you've ever made. Besides Fears Man and Cameo Man. It would go in this order. Thrilling 3 is my favorite thing that you've ever made in film school. Then I love the very first episode of Fears Man that you ever did. And then I love Cameo Man and Cameo Kid. Because one, it's your cartoon, and I support my friend's stuff, but I've been voicing Cody for, how many years now?
2.
No, it's longer than that, Randall. No way.
3.
No, it's been more. Randall, don't fuck with me. It's been a lot more than that. I think
since 2016, so 9 years.
Yeah, so 9 years of me voicing Cody, a.k.a. Cameo Kid. He's not really a kid anymore. He's like 18 or 19 the last time.
He's still a kid.
No, because remember, I voiced him.
I'm the creator of the character, and I get to decide what happens with the character.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I never played him as a kid, though. I thought he was, in his teens or whatever.
No, his name has always been Cameo Kid. He's Cameo Man's sidekick.
I don't know. I haven't voiced him in quite a while. The last time I voiced him...
He's like Robin. He's perpetually 16.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I voiced him, a year or 2 ago. I think that's the last time I voiced him.
Yeah.
So when is Cameo Man and Cameo Kid coming back?
I don't know. Never.
That's not true, Randall. You'll bring him back.
Nah.
My favorite...
He's dead to me now.
No, he's not. My favorite episode that we've ever done, Randall, it's a split between
the live-action episode.
No, we haven't done that one yet. My 2 favorite is I've Been Stealing Your Yogurt, that one, and Rubber Bullets.
I've done the live action episode. Well, actually, my friend Chris did it.
Yeah, I haven't done it, but yeah. I watched them, though. They look good. They look good. Yeah. But yeah, those are two...
Why wouldn't they look good, Piers? What are you trying to say? You trying to say my...
No, I'm saying they look good. Shut up, Randall. Shut up. No, they look good.
Don't even go there.
Don't even go there. Don't steal my quotes, Randall. Don't even go there. No, man, it's good to hear from you. I missed you, buddy. It's been a while, but no, we'll hang out soon, dude.
I'll steal as many quotes and as many delicious jams and jellies as I want to. You know.
Wow, Randall.
And then after I do that, I'll turn the YouTube off. I'll watch Night of the Living Dead and watch a nice George Marrero movie.
Hey, Randall, guess what? Good news, sport.
George Marrero.
Fuck you, Randall. Fuck you.
And then I'll watch the 1966 Batman with Cesar Marrero.
No, I got his name right. I got his name. It was the other guy I didn't get right. I got his name. I can't believe he didn't shave off his mustache. But I watched an interview.
He's like, fuck that, I'm not doing that shit.
He really did. I saw an interview with him, an old interview, and they said, why didn't you shave off your mustache for Joker? And he's like, because I like my mustache. He goes, they can put the white makeup on me. He goes, but I'm not shaving off my mustache for nothing.
You know, I didn't even notice it until somebody mentioned it.
Oh, you can notice it. Like in the movie and the cartoon, it's still there. It makes him look dirty because he's got all the white makeup on and then the massive red smiley face. And then he's got this black mustache that comes down like this.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even notice it until somebody pointed it out.
I noticed it right away. I was just like, oh, it looks so dirty. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. He had a good laugh, though. Randall, what's your favorite Joker laugh ever out of all of them?
I gotta say Jack Nicholson Joker had the best laugh.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I mean, Heath Ledger was the best Joker, but Nicholson had the best laugh.
I like Nicholson's costume, but I like Heath Ledger's laugh better, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But Jack Nicholson, he looked more like a clown than Heath Ledger. But well,
Jack Nicholson was actually funny in his role.
You know, my favorite scene is when he's like, well, we'll just shake hands, and if we can't do business, we'll shake hands, and that'll be it. And the guy's like, yeah? And he goes, yeah. And then he shake him, and then he burns the fucking guy up to a crisp. Then the other guys leave, and then he goes, I'm glad you're dead. And then he takes the fucking tie, and he shoves it so hard, it, like, hits the guy's neck, and, like, kind of tilts the skeleton like that. I fucking lost my shit when I was a kid. That's my favorite scene. He's like, I'm glad you're dead. Then he, like, his laugh gets 2 inches from the skeleton's face. He's like, like that, right in the fucking skeleton's face. That's my favorite scene.
And that was a shocking moment at the time.
Yeah, yeah, because
that was like
he shakes the guy's hand.
Like that's the point in the Batman movie where you would like, oh my god, shit is for real in this movie.
Well, he burns the shit out of the fucking guy like to a fucking crisp, like there's nothing left of that fucking guy. Burns him up, roasts like
fucking eyeballs are popping.
Yeah,
out of his
no, the eyeballs are gone. The eyeballs pop out, burns the guy to a fucking crisp, and then he's smoking. The skeleton's smoking, and then he tells all the other guys to get the fuck out, and then he's got that thing, that little buzzer or whatever on his hand, and then he takes the tie and just goes, and like just chokes the shit out of the skeleton, and he breaks the skeleton's neck, like when he puts the fucking tie up and shit, and starts laughing away, and I'm like, oh, this is good, this is great. Anyway, buddy, I'm gonna let you go because I want to have some dinner before I mosey on off to work. But we'll hang out soon. We're gonna hang out on Thursday on the show, and then either before my family comes or after. I'll get probably after. Yeah. I'll get down there sometime, buddy. But anyway, I'm glad that you and your mom are doing good, and we'll get to work on. Well, we'll finish Fears Man 6 here pretty soon. So yeah. All right, buddy. Well, have a nice night. Peace out, Randall.
Peace.
Have a good one. Nice. That was good. That was good. Oh, shit. All right, well, I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then I'm going to tell you guys which props I have along the way, and then I'm going to call it a night. So, yeah. All right. let me open up my Etsy account, and I'll tell you guys which ones I have already ordered. So, I haven't ordered them. They're on the way. I put them on my list to order. So these are the next ones I'm going to order. So let me just open up my little account here. Bada bing, bada boom. It's always fun hanging out with Randall. So the next 4 props that I'm going to order is the Escape. You know the thing in Escape from New York where he's holding it in his hand and it's the locator little box. It's the gray little box visions that he's holding when he locates the president. It's the location tracker from Escape from New York. Someone recreated that. So I'm going to get that. So location tracker from Escape from New York. So I'll probably order that, and I'll probably have that under the Fears Man's Christmas tree this year. Escape from New York. Any prop from Escape from LA or Escape from New York, Fears is getting. Number 2, Fears found the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. So 3 seashells is coming my way. Hell yeah. Because Demolition Man is fucking great. If you guys have never seen that movie, it's a masterpiece. It's a sci-fi film. It's an action-adventure film. It's a blow-me-up movie. Stallone, Rambo is going fucking nuts in it. So 3 seashells. The third one is Liquid Schwartz, the bottle, from Spaceballs. So Liquid Schwartz. That's I'm going to order that here soon. And then the stuff. I'm going to order the purple and pink carton that says the stuff on it. I'm going to get that one. So the stuff, because I love that monster movie. Visions, you or Bukaki told me about the stuff, and I fucking love that movie. So the stuff is on the way. And then the last one is where is it? It's the Indiana Jones prop. It's the hang on. I lost my spot. Where the fuck is it? Where the hell is it? The Urn of Nuhachi from Temple of Doom. So Temple of Doom prop. So those are the next 5 coming. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right there, you guys. But so be on the lookout. Those are the next 5, and I'm gonna catch up with the chat, and then after that, I'm gonna call it a night, my friends. But those are the next ones coming. Let's see. The next cameo man has Yummy Dillion in it. Oh, I hope so, Randall. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? It'd be great. All right, let me catch up. Let's see here. The last thing I read was Vision saying the names are back to normal. Howdy, Randy. Mr. Lantern can send Randy the link. Just whenever you get a chance, Mr. Lantern, thank you for your cooperation. Mr. Lantern, did you send Randall the link? Yeah, Randall doesn't do Discord anymore. No, it's about sending Randall the link, and then it's okay, Mr. Lantern. Just let me know when you send it. Let's see. Classic Randall. Yep. Classic story, Randall. He's Randy, a.k.a. Randall. Stop it, Fears. Oh, no, I won't. Lantern Man 2021. Let's see. I'm glad that you couldn't find the shotguns at Walmart. Why is that, Visions? I wouldn't have bought them anyway. I wouldn't have bought them anyway, So, yeah. So, all your stories didn't happen. Then Fear. No, that's not true. Randall was just bullshitting you. That's not true. Randall was trolling you guys. Yeah, that's not true. My stories do happen. Hell yeah, Visions. He's Lord Randall for a reason, Walter. This is true. This is very true. Lord of the Vag. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He is a ladies' man. Let's see. Higher chance of royal. Oh, shit. Damn. Randall, I do agree with Visions. We need another drawing stream. It's been forever since we've had a drawing stream. So, Randall, whenever I come to visit you, we got to pull on a drawing stream for the fans. We haven't had a drawing stream in forever. Let's see. I don't do Discord. Interacting with people on Discord was about as enjoyable as having my nuts in a vice. Well, I'll be honest, Randall. Sometimes I have to take breaks, but usually it was idiot fucking Yakov giving you shit, and that guy is fucking clueless. That guy's a fucking asshole. That guy's a lost fucking cause. And it was just him, like, oh, I'm Yakov. I'm Mr. fucking know-it-all. And then he was screaming at you, Randall, and he was making fun of your religion. So I understand, because that he gets fucking annoying, Yakov. He's a big fucking idiot. If he died tomorrow, I would be the happiest fucking person ever, Randall. So I'm actually glad you left Discord, Randall, because it was just that idiot arguing with my best friend over stupid bullshit, you know? So yeah. So I understand, Randall. I understand. Because Yakov's a lost fucking cause. Anyway, I'm going to take off, but I hope everybody enjoyed the live. I sure as hell had a good time with you guys, always. Randall, was good to catch up, my friend. Always a pleasure. Lord Walter, Lord Visions, Lord Richie. Can we see the Wonka bar? Oh yeah, it's, where is it? Right there. There it is. There it is. Anyway, always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Vision says some people kind of like that thing. Well, Randall does it, and I sure as hell don't, because arguing with Yakov actually looked at me one time and said, hey, Fears, I love drama. And I was like, guess what, Yakov? You're a fucking idiot. I don't like drama, you know? So, yeah. I mean, I get it, though. I get it, Vision. Some people love the drama. I'm not one of them. Randall says, it was a horrible experience, so I quit Discord. I understand, Randall. I take breaks from the Discord. It gets to be too much sometimes. It's crazy. Richie, good to see you again. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm taking off because I'm hungry and I haven't had dinner yet. So, dinner is well overdue. So, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow on my live. And Randall will be on my Thursday show. Can't wait to hang out with Randall then. Randall, if you want to make up the topics, you let me know. Give me a call. All right, guys. Well, it was fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Richie Wright on YouTube. Follow Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Follow Crumbles on YouTube. Follow Fears, the host with the most, at FearsMan26 on YouTube. And my second channel, the channel you're watching right now, at Fears Vlogs. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And I'll see you next time. This is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys next time.